Hey YouTube, I wanted to tell you about the time I found out I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant during my senior year at Clayton State University. We were actually on fall break, but at Clayton State University, their homecoming is during the spring semester because we don't have a football team yet. So I wanted to experience a homecoming at a school that has a football team, and it would be in the fall around October, like some of the bigger schools. So I hit up my roommate from my freshman year, Kiana, who goes to Georgia Southern University. And I said, hey, can me and my best friends come down and spend the weekend with you for your homecoming? Because I want to, see you and I want to enjoy your homecoming with you. And this would be the second time that I came to visit her since she transferred, because she is about 4 hours away. She said, yeah, of course, girl, you're always welcome. And she is such a good friend. Like, she always made enough space for us. We came to visit her, I think 2.5 years ago when we went to Miami for spring break. We went to Georgia Southern afterwards. This is the same friend. So check that vlog out if you don't know what I'm talking about. My best friend Alice, my best friend Rainey came with me. We took that drive down there. So we ended up leaving that Saturday afternoon, like early in the afternoon, so that we can get there at her school in time for the tailgate and stuff like that. And we were so excited because none of us had really experienced a real homecoming. And I was just excited to see my girl Kiana. We was finna turn up. I was finna be turned, lit, whatever you want to say. My cycle was supposed to come on that Sunday. We left that Saturday. My cycle doesn't come late, you guys. Anyway, so we go on the trip, have this in the back of my mind. We get there. The tailgate is about to be popping. Got the tailgate. Okay, so me and my friend Alice decide not to drink. My friend Rainey and my old roommate Kiana, they start mixing up this slushy drink, and we had to stop at this gas station. It's like a 7-Eleven. I forgot what it's called, but Georgia Southern is like, it's like the country basically, but their school is the town. So everyone was out. It was so many people out there. It was really, really cool, but everyone was at that gas station getting slushies and putting their liquor in it. Then they're outside drinking. I'm just sitting there like, man, maybe I should have drunk too. And we taking pictures and stuff, and we walk through the tailgate. We're dancing, we're having fun. I'm not drunk. Everybody else is kind of drunk, tipsy, feeling it a little bit, and I'm just like, man, I should have drank something, because I'm just sitting here like sober. When you're sober and everybody else is like not sober, and you're just kind of like, dang, I'm missing out on the inside joke because I don't have that feeling. So me and my friend Alice start drinking some of the slushy that my friends bought, and it doesn't really hit me that much because I only had a few sips. So once the tailgate part is over, this is when people start having different kickbacks, parties at their house, this, that, and the third. You just have to hit up who you know to know what's going on. Before we walk back, we stop at the liquor store or the gas station, or it has chips and stuff like that. So you're not going to get vodka out of there. You're going to get stuff like Hard Mike's or La Marita or a Four Loko. And I do not do Four Lokos, y'all. Don't do Four Lokos. But anyway, I got a couple of little wine coolers, different flavored ones, and me and my friend got them because me and her didn't drink, my friend Alice. So we get those, we walk back to the room. I start popping open my drink as I'm walking because I'm like, y'all turn, I'm not feeling anything. But I feel like I didn't drink because I was like having the thought of where's my period in the back of my mind. So, we get back to the apartment. All that drinking that I did as I was walking, it kind of went through me. So I went to the bathroom. I had looked down there, no cycle. I'm like, okay, that's fine. More drinking. I just do some more drinking. I start feeling it. We over here in the bathroom taking pictures. I think I still have about 50 pictures in my phone from that night. And meanwhile, we was just trying to find a mood for that night. Kiana invited some friends over. Everybody's getting ready, and we end up going to this kickback. It was like a group of 5 of us at this point. My friend Jabari, he was from high school. He actually is living down there on this campus because he goes to school too. So I had hit him up. He actually met us before we even got there. And they have this little shuttle thing that picks you up at their campus. And I think that's really cool. So you can get drunk. You don't have to worry about, drinking and driving and fatalities and that sort of things. Don't drink and drive, y'all. So anyway, we get there to this kickback. We thinking it's going to be turned. That apartment was packed, y'all. It was so packed. I was like, we couldn't even move. I had to use the bathroom again. Can't hear anything. It's packed. It's dark. We can't see. And it's just hot in there. So we decided to go. And then Kiana calls that ride that we had for us, little shuttle thing, and it's saying it's going to take them an hour. So this cute guy with dreads, he comes over, he has his big truck, and he says he'll give us a ride or whatever. Mind you, our friend Jabari is there with us, so there's no like, oh, you know, something bad gonna happen, because, you know, Jabari, he ain't gonna let that happen. So we ended up riding around half drunk. The guy wasn't drunk, but we were half drunk. And we ended up stopping at Waffle House. And it was just fun. But it took forever for us to get our food because everybody was in that Waffle House. And it was just so fun. And it was crazy because Jabari ended up buying all of our food. Like, Jabari is such a good friend. I was just like, yes, Jabari. Buy that Waffle House. So after Waffle House, you know, the guy, I could tell the guy with the dreads is disappointed. Because I think he thought he was going to get something from one of us. And it didn't happen that way. But we ended up going back to Kiana's apartment. And then I ended up sleeping on the couch. The next morning we had to go back to, you know, where we're from in Atlanta. So, you know, I'm driving back. We stop and get some food. On the way back, my stomach is cramping. I'm like, okay, this means my cycle is coming on. That's great, okay. Because when I used to have my cycles before, which are very regular, I would have this similar type of cramping. Get to Clayton State, run and use the restroom because I'm like so excited to see my cycle. It's Sunday by now. It's supposed to be here today. All this cramping the way home. My stomach was hurting. I go and use the restroom. Nothing. Whenever my friends leave, midnight comes, no period. It's Monday. Monday I start thinking, okay, I'm pregnant because I don't miss my period. It comes every 28 days, maybe 26, 27, but within the 28 days, cycle comes. It doesn't skip. I don't go 3 months without having cycles. That's not me. So I use the app, I count the days, and I realized that the app made a mistake. And I realized that I am not a day late, that I'm a week late. And when I realized that I'm a week late, y'all, I know instantly that I'm pregnant. Ain't no way. Now, one day was pushing it, but a week, I knew I was pregnant. I didn't even need to buy tests. But of course, you can't convince others that way. I bought 2 pregnancy tests. I take one of them right at the store after I bought it. And, you know, there's this really, really faint pink line. I'm like, nah, see, there's something wrong with this. I can't even see that line. I'm going to do it again later at his house. So I take the second one at his house. You know, same results. And I show it to him. And he's like, you know, I see what you're saying. I can kind of see it, but I can't. And the box even said the second line may show really, really faint. But I'm in denial at this point. Like, I'm not pregnant. I can't be. So the next morning, my boyfriend brings me a digital test. And he's like, look, take this. If you take this, it's going to say pregnant or not pregnant. So this is the point of no return right here. This is when it gets real. If it says pregnant, then I'm pregnant. There's no, oh, the line might be, it's digital, you know, what I should have bought in the first place, but you know, I'm cheap. So I take it and it just seemed like the longest 30 seconds ever. And he's in there talking to his mom and I'm in there just, you know, peeing on the stick and I look at it, y'all, it says pregnant on it. I took a picture of it. I'm sitting there like, oh my God. He's in there talking to his mom. I just go down the stairs, shut the door. I don't know if we just connected like that, but he just came down there, like within a minute of me going down there. Like he just knew, like, what's wrong with you? I just hand him the test. It says I'm pregnant. He's like, he just starts smiling. Like, what are you smiling for? I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. And I'm smiling, but it's like that nervous smile. Like, when I get news, bad news, crazy news, my first reaction is usually the laughter or a smile. And it's not even like the genuine emotion that I feel. I was just sitting there like, oh my God. I'm pregnant. Dang. And all these things are going through my head. Like, I'm supposed to be doing this year. I'm supposed to be running for homecoming. I'm supposed to be, you know, the RA and stuff. Like, my life. I don't have my internship yet. I don't have no job. What we gonna do? Like, so we went to this free pregnancy resource center that I had looked up the night before. Because honestly, I didn't sleep that well the night before. Because this was on my mind. This lady, she basically prayed with me and confirmed that I was pregnant and talked about my options. She even showed me this really disgusting video about abortions, and it's animated and it shows you like the tools used, and it just totally turned me off. Like, my mind was made up when I left. And mind you, it was a Christian facility, but I'm so glad that I went there. But then we went back to the house, and we told his mom, well, he told his mom, and me standing right there. And from that point on, it was just a journey. But that was the story of when I found out I was pregnant. And yeah, it was crazy, y'all, but I'm so glad that I have my son. It was perfect timing. It was God's timing, I think. I don't know if y'all can see my degree on the wall, but I have my degree. And I was able to do the things I wanted to do. And I'm realizing that I'm going to still be able to do whatever I want to do. So, yeah, that's my story.